Alright guys, this is the new find, one of the new finds. This is what we're working with now. Yeah, red car still in the mix. But this is one of the new guys that we're just gonna work on. A lot of surprise, a lot of stuff in store for this one. So stay tuned. Here, the big boy shop, boy. These boys doing the big things. Yeah. Stay tuned. We got a bunch of parts, a bunch of new parts, a bunch of new stuff. Hey guys, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're by the storage and we'll be doing some work on the hatch. Not really work, we're just prepping it for paint, prepping the engine bay for paint. So I'll be removing everything out of the engine bay so that my brother can go ahead and start sanding and getting it ready for paint. It's just removing the wires, the AC lines, the brake boosters, clutch master, all those stuff we'll be removing today, so he can go ahead and start prepping to paint the engine bay. Oh yeah, so this is what it looks like currently. So I'll be removing all this. The fuel lines already started, so AC lines, gonna remove the fuse box, push the wires inside, remove all the wiring, the engine bay wiring, take off all this stuff, removing the brake boosters, and then probably further in the week I'll go ahead and do the subframe, the EG subframe. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, we get started on these cars. We need to get started. We need to do something. We need to make a move because time is going and I haven't got nothing done to this car yet. Portional valve, take it off the firewall. 210 bolts, so you remove those bolts, pull, you have a little bucket here to put them in. And then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna of all these brackets, so we're not going to be using any of these brackets again. We're just going to remove everything off the firewall into the bucket I got. I don't think you guys saw, but this is another one that I got. This is the 24. You guys can see that properly. 24 RBB3, and here is the all-wheel drive gearbox for the K series, for my K. The headers and axles, shifter box, and a bunch of single cams that I've got stored up. 2000 front bonnet, some Integra parts up there. It's a Pexi that's a Pexi Neo. That's going on the hatchback, the Civic. I think I have a Grady truss somewhere that's going on the Integra. I think I'll be doing an all-motor build for the Integra. I'm not 100% sure yet, all-motor K or Turbo B series. So let's keep that in mind. I might be doing either or. There goes the carbon fiber ever bond in the back. There goes the subframe. The rack should be here somewhere. I gotta rebuild that. I gotta rebuild some stuff on it. But let's get back to work. Power steering. We're not using power steering anymore. The water bottle gotta come out. So basically, we're just gonna strip. Basically, we're stripping the engine bay straight up. That one's pulled, and we're gonna go on here and pull this one right here. Come again, and there's one more right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's right there. Here. All we gotta do now is just plug it out and remove. Yeah, it changes. Okay, so plug. It's kind of hard with the one hand. my hand. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, it was super hard to get to take off the plugs with the phone in my hand, so I just had to stop it for a second. All right, let's continue. That's 9. We're gonna remove the AC lines out of the car. Hopefully I can do this with the camera without bending them. Go up here. All right, I've done this before. What do you hook to? So unhook. Unhook. Alright, then we're gonna go. Just gonna pull, push, and pull. So AC lines comes out here. Remember, this car is gonna be, it will be K series, and I will be keeping AC. So pay attention for that video as well. Now let's start taking out the wires. This one's out. Let's pull this one in. Again, hard to take out with the phone in my hand. Corner lights. There's all the big stuff in there, so I know where they are. All these brackets gotta come off. Painting the whole inch there. I'll be also tucking this harness. I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys see as we're moving. I'll be just doing some nice wire work to this car, trying to get it as nice and as neat and as safe as possible. So I'm gonna route the wires underneath the fenders, de-pin them. I'll show you the process of me de-pinning them and doing that. But yeah, guys, I'm pretty much almost there. So let me just continue without the phone, and then I'll show you the result when I'm done. So all right, guys, here we are now with the pretty much stripped engine bay. Getting ready to prep for paint. But yeah, here it is. We'll just pull these stuff off the firewall as far as we can, because I'm not going to be using this, we're not going to be using that, we're not going to be using that. So pretty much those things can be bent. We're going to use dash 8 fuel lines, a brake top kit, and the Type R boost, the Type R master cylinder, and the Type R booster. So yeah, that's where we're going with this. But pretty much stripped. I have a problem. Can't push the harness inside because the blower box is still there. So we're just gonna tape it up and put it to the side when he's painting, and probably we'll just do the same thing for that one, just to eliminate all that pushing the wires inside. But yeah, pretty much stripped, ready for paint. So he's gonna come, he's gonna sand it down. I think you'll see the video of that too. We're gonna remove the fenders. So basically gonna spray the whole bay, everything right here that you see. Move the fenders on the outside of the fenders, underneath the fenders. We're gonna spray all that, and probably catch some of underneath the wiper blade cover. But yeah, that's where we are. Remember, like, share, subscribe. Got more to come. Color this, I'm not sure. I'm still looking for a color for this. Yeah, what I need to figure out a color between now and, let's say, 2 days from now, because my brother is like, he's ready to paint. So he's gonna finish sanding and getting it prepped today, and then more likely he probably want to spray it tomorrow. So I'm busting my brain on the color. All right, guys, but this is what it looks like complete. I mean, yeah, pretty much completely stripped. Next, you guys will see the bodywork and the paint. All right, thank you. Enjoy, man.
All right, guys, I know you saw I was pulling up, or I saw my brother pulling up the whole engine bay today, but I'm here currently sanding it down, prepping it for spray. as you can see, we're currently halfway there, right? As you can see, we need the greaser here, so I need to clean off all this before I even start sanding it down, because I'm going to plug up the sandpaper and the scuffing pad. So I'm going to go over some of it that you can, and listen, every time you hear me say as you can see, I'm mocking my brother, because if you watch all the videos and you compile them together, you will get at least 200 as you can see in every video. So here's what I'm going to do, and please don't mind my bald head. I just bald it today. I'm just trying a new thing. All right, cool, respect. All right, so I'm going to just go through the process. I already started here and down the bottom here and the back walls, the firewall. So I'm going to finish up and show you exactly what I'm doing. All right, so we're going to go on the front radiator support, and you can see let me stop, and you can see exactly how I go about doing everything. All right. And while I'm doing this, I probably just go back over everything. While after I'm done with the scuffing pad, would probably have 400 or 600, just to be sure I caught everything. So when you see me doing this and going into the little crevices and everything like that, I'm still going to go over it again just to be sure, because I want to make sure that there's scratches in the paint or in the frame, so the paint can hold everywhere. I don't want any paint slipping off, coming off, anything like that. So I am very thorough, and I go into every little crevice with this little scuffing pad right here. But as for down there, I'm not touching there because I have to degrease that. So this is very time consuming, because as I said, you have to get everywhere and you have to go over it again just to be sure. Everybody else will be like, okay, let me just go over it once and that's it. But no, I like to be thorough, so I like to go over it again, and then I look, go in the light and go over it with a flashlight, and to make sure that I hit everywhere. Then I can start the other process after that. Because with this car, we're going to be filling out most of the holes, and whatever my brother wants, all he has to do is tell me what he needs and I'll get it done. Hey, what's up guys? Alright, so we finished sanding. Alright, so after the sanding, I'm going to fill some holes that my brother wanted me to fill, and then we're going to put filler on top of those filled holes, and we're going to fill out some of the dimples as well in the engine bay, and then we're going to sand down the filler, we're going to primer, and then we're going to sand the primer and then prep and tape out what needs to be taped out for spray. Don't mind the black spray paint you see like right here and right here. I just sprayed some fiberglass pieces for a friend of mine, for a Supra, for the spoiler. Yeah, so we have more to come. We have a next surprise car. You haven't heard about it yet. It's coming up, right? It's, to give you a hint, it's a next Japanese classic, I should say. So, and it's a Honda. Yeah, it's a Honda. But I'm leaving that for I would say probably a little bit in the future. But yeah, so just remember we have a lot more coming. Don't forget, subscribe, like, share, comment, tell me what you want to see, tell me what you need to see. Oh, hit that notification bell as well so you can be pop up. You know what I mean. All right, later.